Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Brady now to throw. That's out to his running back, Michel. And able to get this one across the 45. Before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Brady gives to Michel. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Brady going to throw. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it. This is Michel. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 27, Brady on the crossing route. That's caught. Julian Edelman. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Edelman coming off another big game in Week 6 against the Giants on Thursday night. 9 catches, 113 yards, both season highs. And that's now back-to-back 100-yard games as he went for 110 against Washington the week before.
29, Alpha. It's been a long day for you.
Brady looking to throw on 32. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Into the red zone, it's Brady to Michel on the screen. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call.
Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they've made it pay off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
To throw is Winston. This goes to Barber, the running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. What a start to the season it's been for Chris Godwin. Through 6 weeks, he leads the league in receiving yards. And in the Week 6 game against the Panthers in London, 10 catches, 100. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So 4th down, the Bucs trot out Bradley Pinion to punt it. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Brady and Edelman hook up for a big one. 69 yards. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and goal, Brady toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel taking it in. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Rashad Perriman off to the races. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That kickoff return, 104 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate? What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 now at the game. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Brady deferring to White on the draw. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From midfield, here's Brady. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. William Golston just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And able to find Dorsett. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. To throw is Brady. He's got White here. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive line.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Benjamin Watson there to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive? And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Check that. Check 45 to Mike. I smell fear in that off grip.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Good job.
Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Winston. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Winston now. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal. To throw again on second down. Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Here's Winston. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. They stop him on fourth and goal at the 3. And the Patriots get the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Carl Nassib, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18. To throw, it's Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a first and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. That's complete to White. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, first and 10. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They run the draw play. This is White. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On second and 11 now. Brady, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. It's caught. This is White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. To throw again, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. He'll go for it. It's Brady. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Let's go, D.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Under 10. 10. Green, come on,
Winston. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got to reset. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jamie Collins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 55 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Throwing, Winston. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to flash together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He hits right, complete, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. It's complete. James White. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. This is White on the screen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to...
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon.
And this will be caught at the 30. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
72.
Brady going to look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Brady. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message? And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
40. 20. 45. Here we go, D.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves.